Okie dokie. Well, let's get this craziness going. Mr. Grinds, how you doing? Joe, what is a shakalackin? Let me see. Okay, yeah, we're just going to continue on with the basic. Got another 2 million to put up here, and then we'll get the T4B and the Summoner Trials started. So what are y'all's up to? What you got going down? I was just a little bit over 1 million in the basic, and I was like, I'm gonna go to 4 million, so I may as well stream it. So here I am. Yeah, I haven't really. I don't think I've streamed the first go at the 6 stars for quite a while. Like tomorrow morning, I might stream early. Well, early compared to what I'd normally stream for the 6 stars, or to finish off the T4B possibly. But yeah, it's been quite a while since the initial streak was streamed for the 6 stars. Oh, he was waiting for me there, wasn't he? Yes, he was. Doing good, sir. About to do the side quest with Steve after work. Okay. Nice stash. Yeah. This isn't for the Movember thing, actually. I shaved the other day. I've still got a bit of a cold sore. It's not as bad as it was. But that's basically why I left the mustache. But once the cold sore is gone, I'll shave the mustache. Are you going to do all of the paths relentless, or are you just doing the final path with the 6-star shards and the T5CC selector? I was thinking of doing the next highest path, the second highest path, but yeah, I think just one is fine. The 5-star crystal, there's nobody in there that I'd want, and the 5-star generic awakening gem, I've got 3 or 4, and I've already got a couple class awakening gems, and then I have 6 class awakening gem crystals. So I'm not looking for more 5-star awakening gems. I would like a 6-star awakening gem crystal. But if it was a random one, it would make it easier for me to decide who to use it on. You're gonna do all of them? Okay. So will you do like easiest path and go in second hardest like that, or would you start off with the hardest and work your way down? Are you going for? Because I don't think you went for Knull round 1 as a 5-star. Are you planning to go for him round 2? I think round 2, the 5-star is going to. Oh, hang on. Un momento. I got the wrong numbers up. There we go. Yeah, I think the 5-star round 2 is going to go a bit higher. I think the 6 is going to drop. I think after what he went for round 1, the 6-star, I think that's going to scare people off. Even though round 2 is usually higher than round 1, but I think people are going to see the results for round 1 and be like, oh, hell no. That and good champion, but I don't think he's... Then again, I didn't really think that Hyperion is worth the score he went for, so... Although with Knull, he was a champion that people were asking for a long time. If he had the prestige, I could absolutely see it. But not having super high prestige, I really... It worries me for when we see another Hercules-type champion. I don't think we would see that this year, though. But, well, I mean, people's rosters are growing quickly, though, too, right? So, yeah, I think unless something is changed, we're looking at like 205, 210 if we see another Hercules type. So by Hercules, I mean like really good champion, really high prestige. I don't think it'll cost me a lot of resources. Seems pretty straightforward. Pre-fights, back up to drain power. Use light attacks to steal buff to regenerate. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not too bad. The thing that I thought was really funny was that Knull ended up being the easiest fight in there. I mean, of the last path, anyways, because obviously the first couple paths were the easiest. The only path that I died, or not path, the only fight I think the only fight I died on was Symbiote Supreme or Symbiote Spidey. Every other fight was fine, and I think I would have been fine on Symbiote Spidey if I was not running Suicides. Going for the 5-star, putting up 65. All right, dude. Good luck. Good luck. What do I got? I got it at 62. Yeah, I think mid 60s should be good. Wow. Ooh. Wait, what did he go for round 1? 56, I think. Just check. I think if I were going for the 5-star, I'd be aiming for 70. I think that would be overkill, though. But I think 70 would be hopefully mid to high 300s. So 58. Okay. That is the... Yeah, it's by quite a bit the highest in the featured for a 5-star. Huh. Yeah, 65 should be. I think at 65, though, you're looking at 450 to 500. I think people that might have had in mind to go for the 6-star in round 2, we're going to be scared off from the score for round 1. I think they'll settle for the 5-star. But I mean, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll go the other way, that the 5-star will decrease and the 6-star will increase. But I feel that the 6-star is going to decrease and the 5-star will increase. So if you're still working, you're working kind of late, no? Or would this be the normal, usual kind of time you'd still be working to? Did you get up to anything this past weekend? Ooh, yeah, I think that should be fun. It's funny. Come Wednesday, I'll be like, well, the arena's done already, but because you're not going for a champion, the arena grind really is not. Majority of the time is in Summoner Trials, but still, day 1, I always feel that I gotta like do so much at arena, but by the last day, it's like, oh, there wasn't. That went by quick. It's 5:13 here, off at 6. Okay. What about me? Nothing too exciting. It snowed Saturday, and then I didn't think the snow was gonna stick, but it's still here. But I'd assume by within a week it should be gone. Yeah, I wasn't too sure we were gonna have snow for Halloween, but we did. Not a lot, but it was here. Yeah, this. Although they're saying it should be a pretty cold winter, so we'll see. We shall see. Do you ever see moose in the backyard? That's kind of funny. No, but like I'm in the city. My brother lives probably about a half-hour walk from me. He works at the one of the universities here, and there was a while ago. I don't have the picture on my phone anymore. Where he texted me a picture of a moose, and I thought he was out walking his dog. But he was at work and he had just gone for a walk like during his lunch break. And there was a moose like on the university grounds, it's not like close to wilderness. So I thought it was the weird, like middle of the day. I've seen pictures of a moose at a transit station late at night. But I thought the picture that he sent was the weirdest thing. Middle of the day. Now, it wasn't a full grown moose, but it was big. The one that he sent me the picture of. The one that was at the transit station was a full grown moose. Like that one was big. And that one was just caught on security cameras. See a lot of rabbits. There have been foxes in the area. I've never seen a fox. Although I think for the most part, if you're going to see a fox in a busy populated area, it's probably something wrong with it. Because they're pretty shy creatures. They would not go around. Now, the sightings for foxes have usually been at night when things wouldn't be as busy, but it's still really weird. But yeah, the moose, man, that was so weird. And so like after he sent the picture, and I was talking to him when he was done work, and so he was out for a walk. He had his headphones on, so he didn't hear anything, but he felt like there was something behind him, so he turned around and the moose was right there. Man, that would have scared the shit out of me. Where I used to live, though, well, you'd never see caribou in town, but you'd go out, maybe even just half an hour outside of town, and you could see caribou. Well, what particular time of year? Usually when they were migrating, and you'd see like this massive herd, and not so much the town I lived in, but a town pretty close. You'd get polar bears. And I think when I was still living up there, but since I've been here more so, they don't have kids trick-or-treating because usually that's the kind of time when polar bears are roaming. And yeah, I don't know about this year, but I know not last year, 2 years ago, they didn't have trick-or-treating for kids because of polar bears. I've seen polar bears in the zoo, and I've seen only once in the wild, and that was enough. But I mean, it was in the wild, but it was at the garbage dump of the town. I was there for work. We'd finished work for the day, and one of the local guys was, "You want to go see some polar bears?" And I'm like, "Oh, sure." And I was thinking, okay, like I knew that they were around town, and I thought he would just kind of try to show off. Anyway, so we go to the dump, and he stops the vehicle, and I see one like moving its head, and he's like, "Oh, you want to go closer?" I'm like, no, that's good." The thing was massive. Now I don't know if it was like on top of a pile of garbage, and that's why it looked so big because it was dark, so you couldn't really see. But I think that's what it had to have been, because the ones I'd seen in zoos were nowhere near the size of this. Now, I guess it could be, in the wild, there's nothing to inhibit their their growth really. Whereas in captivity, okay, well they're going to be, you know, what they're fed is regulated. But my goodness, dude, that was crazy. Would have scared the shit out of me too, man. I wish I would have seen the reaction on your face when you pulled that science chat. um, it was late at night, so it was one of those openings where I should be sleeping, and I should definitely not be looking at the game. But it was one of those openings where I'm like, I can't sleep. Oh, I got some crystals. Let's open a few crystals. So when I got Torch, it was kind of like, oh, that's nice. Although to be fair, at this point, I don't really have any particular use for him. There is a specific path I'm going to use him for in the Kang quest for 7-3, though. I was kind of contemplating ranking up the 5-star to do that, but I will take the 6-star. And I think I was going to be cheap about it and just try to do it with the rank 1, but I think I'll take him to rank 2. I don't see taking him any higher than rank 2 at all. But I think I'll take him to rank 2, and then when that path comes up, I'll use him for that. I was again, there was really little reaction because it was late at night. I was quite happy with Penny though, because out of the new champions that we've outside of Claire from Arena, Penny has probably been my most wanted 6-star. I had thought of going for her in the arena, but I'm not feeling like doing those kind of grinds anymore. I was gonna go for Kitty as a 5-star, but I think that was I was gonna go for Kitty, but then Archangel was gonna be the next feature, and I knew I wanted to get him duped. So yeah, from that now I am pretty glad though that I was able to get Torch duped from that same opening. That was nice. Actually, all of the champions, other than the dupe on Karnak, which maybe that's useful, I don't know now. But all of them, even the dupe on X23, I was quite happy with. The only thing I was not happy with was the dupe on Karnak, which, like I said, might be useful. I think I already had him duped, so it would just be adding sig levels to him. But yeah, that was, I think, probably my best featured opening. The one from last December, though, wasn't too bad either. And Starkey, wow, man, you hit the jackpot. Last 3 I've opened was 2 Purgatory and 1 Gimme. You know, it's funny, for the Starkey one, like, I that was good just because it was a new champion. Like, that was the only way I saw that one. Yeah, I don't see doing anything with him. Got the 5-star max. And I haven't used him in a lot. The one thing I don't think I'm going to take the 6-star to rank 2, but the one reason I would like to is just to have a go at a bit of ROL with him. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to take him up anywhere. So now I'll be holding on to the 6-star shards until the feature resets. And there should be some pretty damn good opportunities in that one, man. Kitty would be there, Nimrod. I don't know how good Nimrod really is. Knull and Antivenom, Cersei, and I don't know what the other guy's name is. And I'm hoping Hyperion. I'm really hoping he's in the next featured. But yeah, that featured I'm going to be pretty excited about. Now, I don't know if, because the new champions in it are all going to be pretty sought after. I don't know if the other ones are just going to be crap. Although, I mean, we've got Cyclops in the current one. Are you going to buy that daily card for shards? Looks like a good deal. You know, I looked at it, and I would have if I was spending money currently. But yeah, I absolutely think it's worth it, but as I'm not spending money, no. If I was, yeah, it would have already been done. So, holy crap, this Doom is going to take forever. Oh, I need a heal on this. Well, no, I don't even think if I get a proc regen, it's going to help. And this is game over here. Game over. Oh, it's going to be... I would need another L3 just to... Oh, maybe I should have probably waited for the L3. Yeah, absolutely should have. Well, got lucky there. Mikester, how you doing? Do you think that doubling or maybe tripling the cutoff slots would be helpful enough to lower scores to a human level? Forger, how you doing? Yeah. Well, yeah, it would lower the scores for sure, but I get it because they want people. They like the high scores. Because of the amount of refreshing that's being done, right? And whether it be that people have the units on hand or buying the units, it's a good thing for Kabam with those kind of scores for sure. But increasing the cutoffs, I don't know if I actually like that. I like the idea that I don't like. So this one in particular, there was I think about 4 or 5 in the top 100 that I saw that were without an alliance, which probably aren't legit accounts, I would assume. Now that just means that there's 5 people who really should have got the champion who didn't. But if they increase the score for the cutoff, it's bad for Kabam. It's good for the people who get it for sure, but it makes the champion less exclusive, which is fine. I don't really know if that's the answer. Some people have been suggesting having at least the 5 stars as a milestone. I don't think they would ever do it with the 6 stars. I could see possibly the 5 stars. But I think the 5-star as a milestone wouldn't happen until we've got 7 stars. As it is currently, I don't see 5 stars within the milestones. They could do what they had done previously and take it to the top 150. But you're still going to have somebody who's going to be 151, right? So, yeah. And I don't know, even if it was a top 150 or top 200, I don't think I would be any more likely to be going after the champion, actually. I do enough in Arena as is, and going for new champions, yeah, especially in the featured, it's a long haul. It's a long haul either way, going for a 6-star, in the featured or in the basic. But absolutely, if they were to increase the cutoffs, that would absolutely drop down the scores. The only thing is, if they do that, I don't know if that means that less people buy crystals because they figure it would be even easier to get from Arena. Which then over time the scores would end up going up as well. So... and I don't feel that they're going to do any kind of verification about those who are successful in the arena. The reason I don't think that is because the reason they stopped the Legends runs, at least for what they said, was that the process and time and effort to verify the results was too consuming. So if that was the case for the Legends runs, the story Legends runs, it would be even more so for Arena. So I don't see them doing anything really to resolve the cheating portion of it, whether it be people that are well, and I don't think there's anything they could do, because there are absolutely people where, whether it be a friend or their kids or their family, whatever, where it's not like the score that you see, it wasn't just one person doing that. It was multiple people. And in that case, I really don't think there's anything the BAM can do. Because like if it's your family, if you're in one household, all you do is just pass the device to the next person in line, right? And yeah, so for that, there's absolutely no way they would know. Kabam could know. If it were multiple people in different locations, but like in the same city or something, okay, there might be different IPs, but that would be a difficult one for them to punish somebody because of an IP address. Now, if it was in a different country, then okay, that makes sense. But as long as it's within the same city, I don't think there's anything they could do about that. And that being said, I don't think, especially like for this one, like I said, as far as I could tell, there's 4 or 5. But if they were to get rid of the bot, or I don't know if Mercs are doing the arena though, because even if a Merc is, I think the Merc has other people working with them. There's just no way a single person is putting up those kind of scores. Well, I mean, there's some people that are saying, like, I think there was one person that said, I don't know what score they got, but that they spent 17,000 units. Like, that's insane. And even then, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the champion. Now, I think in the case of the 17,000 units, they got the champion, but you don't know that going into it. This is the second arena, though, that if I had gone for, I absolutely would have missed. Hyperion was the first one. Because I know I would have not gone anywhere close to that score. Like my prediction round 1 was 176. I would have stopped at 185. So yeah, I absolutely would have missed. It's going to be really interesting to see for Hercules, Hyperion, and now Knull. It's interesting too that they're all Cosmic champs. But when they come out in the basic arena, how much higher than the highest champion in the basic, how much higher they would go? Because I think oh dear, what's a Stripe is still the highest for the basic. So I don't know if we'd see somebody go terribly higher than that. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay. What are you up to, Forger? How'd you guys do for AQ? Let's go with this. I don't know how much the Alliance prestige is going up, but we're getting higher in on the leaderboard for AQ. And I think it was day 1. We didn't get all 3 BGs at 100%. I don't know. No, I think they whatever BG missed, I think they got the boss. It was just probably missing a note or 2 or something. But this is the second time where we've missed and we've placed higher than normal. 1018 we were running map. Okay. Geez, that high for map 5, that's pretty good though. Although I guess your alliance probably has pretty high prestige though too, so. I think we were 70 something this time though. And last time we were 86 or 86 or 83 the time prior. Let's set this to go random. You got Mr. Negative from Nexus Cavs. Okay. 6-star? Yeah. That's the one from the offer today, right? 6-star? Nice. Yeah, 6-star from Cavs is always a good thing, man. Even if it's a crappy dupe. Still a free 6-star, right? Or an unexpected 6-star. Yeah, that offer looked pretty decent. I think it's, if you're spending money, I think it's definitely something worthwhile. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know what the unit value of that would be, and I don't know if I would have used units this close to Cyber Weekend on something like that. But I think, yeah, if I was spending cash, I'd absolutely be picking that one up. Because it's a featured 6-star over the month, and then I like the choice with the Nexus. So the basic 6-star when you first, that's not too appealing. You don't feel one way or the other about that really, because I know it's just going to be a crappy dupe. So for me, anyways. The only thing different about this game is you get new champions every month. Everything else is the same. Monthly quest? No, the monthly quest is different. The idea of it is the same, but the opponents you face. Now, the global node is, because there's only a couple that rotate for the global node, but it's not the same month to month. But I mean, I think you do need to have some kind of repetitive aspect, right? What are you up to, Clifton? How's your Monday coming along? Got another domino dupe from 6-star basic. Well, she might be pretty useful come the next variant. And the SIG on her just increases the damage she does from the crit failure, so that could come in handy. That being said, I would still prefer a new 6-star. I think the only 6-stars that I'll be opening before the feature resets, so for the next two and a half months, will be the 2 Nexus from 7.3 exploration. Unless there's a 6-star crystal that I really want from the 10k unit offer. Outside of that, I think, yeah, I'm going to be going on a drought for opening 6-stars. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm at 60,000 shards currently. I'd like to be able to get to 150 before the next feature. I don't know if I'll be able to get 90 in 2.5 months. About to watch Monday Night Football. Very good, very good. Is your team playing, or are you just watching to watch? And who's your team? There we go. Didn't want to drop off the poison. Well, now dropping off the bleed doesn't matter because it's almost expired anyways. Baltimore Ravens? Okay. I think this update was supposed to address the crashing, which, well, doesn't seem like that's happened. Do you watch any other sports, Cyprus? Is that your main sport? I don't know if I've ever watched a full football game start to finish. Well, because I don't understand football. We definitely watch parts of games. No, I have no. So years ago when I was in school here, I went to a football game here, and it was okay. I mean, to me, it was not much different than a baseball game as far as being live. But anyway, so it looked like the home team was definitely done. I think they were down like at least 12, and so we're like, okay, well the game's done. It's about like 2 minutes to go, maybe. So the game's done. Let's head out. So we're leaving, and we're still within the stadium, and we hear the crowd go. So we look back. Okay, so the home team just got a touchdown. So now they're within 6. Okay, good. But anyway, so we keep going. We get to the transit station. We hear the crowd cheering again. Oh, well, maybe they tied it up or whatever. I get home, listening to the news, and it was like the biggest comeback in team history. So I mean, that would have been quite something to see, but yeah. Baseball going for ATL. Oh, for Atlanta. Okay. Okay. What's that series at? I know. I don't even know who's playing, but I know that could have been over last night, I think. But the team that was trailing made a comeback, so the series is still going. I think maybe the last sport I would have watched would have been basketball when the Raptors were in the finals. Yeah, that would have been the last time I watched a full game of something. The only sport that I would actually sit down and watch that I like and I understand is hockey, which I haven't watched a hockey game in a long time. A long time. Nope, not what I wanted. There we go. 626 champion done and dusted. Oh, you mean like explored? Because yeah, you would have had to have done that a long time ago, right? Because you've been working on Act 7. Oh wait, is that your first time? Oh, well, that's one way to get things done. Hockey, soccer. Okay. I always say I want to watch soccer, but I never put any effort into doing so. Yeah, I think maybe if I were more social. Well, then again, in Canada, it's not really that popular sport. So it would be hockey if I wanted to talk sports with somebody. But outside of Canada, like internationally, I think soccer would be the way to go for sure. Do you play any sports, Cypress? I don't know what, but I want to explore Act 6 before LOL, Abyss, and all variants. Uh, okay, fully explore. Okay, okay. Well, LOL, I don't know if the rewards from LOL really have any impact outside of the T4CC. I think, no, there's T2A there too, right? So that would be useful for 6 stars as well, but there's no 6-star shards in LOL. Yeah, LOL I would put on as like the last thing to do, really. Because that out of anything would advance you the least. Uh, variants. Well, I mean the as you go through the variants, the rewards do get a little bit better, but I really feel that the variants are tailored toward 5-star resources. I mean, you can use the T5B, T2A obviously for 6 stars too, but like the gems and whatnot is. I think there's 6-star shards there too, right? I'd say between Act 6 and AOL, those are going to be your longest single pieces. My hockey team is the Washington Capitals. Okay. Okay. I don't even know who's dominant in hockey currently. I know the Canadiens made the finals last year and didn't pull it off, so it's still, what is it, 95 was the last time a Canadian team won? 95 or 93? So we're still over 20 years since a Canadian team's won. Boy, it's a long damn time. We've gotten close a couple times, but just can't finish it out. I find, like, I don't know if you're in the US, if you, like, I suppose regardless how it is, you want your team to win. Fair enough. But I find it makes it more. I think even if there were 2 Canadian teams going for the Stanley Cup, I would still find it more interesting for it to be a Canadian and an American team. But I think if you're into it and you've got a specific team you like, you just want your team to be in. I kind of have a grudge against Grandmaster. Want to finish that content before it gets too hard. New buffs harder to complete. Like getting to the Grandmaster. I don't think he'll ever change, but yeah, the paths along the way. Even though I 100% the Grandmaster quest. Wait. But if you've already done the Grandmaster, then he's irrelevant as far as, like, you don't need to go back in there, right? Yeah, I think this Sunday or next, I'm going to have a go at the Kang quest and get that completely done. And then work my way through the rest of 7-3. I think if I take Suicides off Saturday evening, between Saturday evening and Sunday day, yeah, I should be able to get the 5 paths done. Yeah, will I play it again? the Grandmaster Act, though? Like, oh, I see. I guess. But I mean, if you've already fought the Grandmaster the 6 times, no, that's more than 6, right? Because for 7, everything is 6 paths. But I think in Act 6 it was more than 6. But if you've already cleared the Grandmaster all the times you need to, then it doesn't matter anymore. Well, unless it's like Summer Pain. Man, that first time I tried the Grandmaster for week 10 of Summer Pain, I was like, I'm not getting this done. And then I went in again because I didn't know if it was me screwing up or if it was the game. And then, yeah, every other time I went in was okay. Or, not necessarily okay, but a hell of a lot better than the first time. Actually, I think the first time I ended up just quitting out. I got to him fine. Yeah, I did just quit out because I could not evade his L1 for anything. And it could have just been I just didn't have the timing down. Grudge means I want to be done with it? So you're saying you want to be done with Act 6? Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, I think that was the worst thing they've done in this game, actually. That, and then the locked map for 5-4. I think that's ridiculous. I don't like the locked map for LOL or AOL or anything like that, but I can accept it there. But I think when they did it for Act 5 for 5-4, I was like, why? And honestly, I think they should remove it. Which maybe they will, considering they're revamping the early acts, at least up to Act 4. Yeah, so if you're close to having Act 6 all explored, you definitely want to get that done, right? To get all of those exploration rewards, which are pretty nice. I could see somebody just getting started on Act 6 and getting the completion done and being like, I'm done. I'm not going back in there. But if you're close to having it explored, yeah, you're going to want to finish it off. I think I'm going to be looking at 7-3. No, I won't have it done before Cyber Weekend, but I should have 7-3 done before Christmas. I think. Oh, I do not want to get hit. No. There we go. I think. As far as T2A goes, I should be okay now. No, I probably need to do one more rank 2. And then the rest of the T2A from 7-3 won't be an overflow. So then I can just go... I won't need to be selective on my pass for the rest of 7-3. But the next R2 I think I'm going to do is going to be a Mystic, probably Mojo. Do his name say one-hand game? Yeah, one-handed gamer. Yeah. Yeah, it used to be Skull Forger, so that's why I call him Forger. I'm used to referring to him as that. A lot of people leave Act 6. I want to conquer and head on. Wait, have you've done 7-1 and 7-2, right? Or some of it anyways? Or have you not gotten in there at all? Cypress, so where are you in the game? Are you relatively new to the game, or have you been playing for a while? You know, them making the changes to the earlier acts, I don't know. I mean, I do see people now and then in chat saying that they're relatively new to the game, but I don't know if something like that is more beneficial for somebody who wants to start a new account, like somebody who's been playing the game for a while, wants to start a new account, or if it's actually going to be benefiting people who are just starting the game. I just really can't see there being that many people picking up the game currently. Maybe. Yeah. And I guess it also would depend where you are in the game, right? Like if I were in an alliance that was more for beginners, I would probably see a lot more beginners kind of thing. Boomer, how you doing? How's your day coming along? I've done 7-1 completion and a little of 7-2. Okay. Yeah, I really wouldn't prioritize the variants unless you're looking to focus on 5 stars. So the way, like, I get what you're saying for Act 6, just wanting to get it done. So fair. And yeah, if you're close to having Act 6 explored, then I think that should be your focus, because the rewards you're going to get from the exploration are going to be pretty damn good. But I would say go explore Act 6, then go to AOL, and depending on where you are for T4CC and T2A, go for LOL. If you're good on the T4CC and T2A, don't bother with LOL, and then focus on Act 7, and leave the variants until you've got really nothing else to do. I just realized you have a mustache. Normally, whenever I shave the mustache. But I had a cold sore, so I didn't shave the mustache this time. But whenever I shave next, I'll shave the mustache off. The mustache is fine, but like having a beard, I find if I let a beard grow to any extent, it would be okay. But it's like the beginning of a beard. It just really irritates me. It's just itchy. But if I let it go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it'd be fine. But it's that first week, I just cannot put myself through it. I usually shave once every 2 weeks, but I try to shave once a week. Come on. So I don't know if it's gone into effect yet, but there is a post on the forums that Kabam is going to disable the skipping of the L3 because it's buggy, which of course it is. It's something new. Every time they introduce something new, it's problematic. Stopped at Cavalier, wasn't into MCOC anymore? Okay. So how long ago was that about? Like, how long ago did you stop playing? Oh man, my foot is itchy. If your foot's itchy, it's supposed to mean you're going to travel, but I'm not intending to go anywhere. Yeah, I think there's been a lot of people. Either I don't know if it's people just completely quitting, like just not logging in at all, or a lot of people just playing less. But yeah, I feel there's a lot less interest in the game. To be the fair, I did the first clear of Grandmaster July 2nd, 2021. Okay. 6 months now. Okay. Well, you must have some interest if you're on a MCOC Twitch stream. There's got to be something that's got you interested. I mean, it could just be my handsome face, but I'm thinking it's probably more than that. Yeah, but Act 6 is... It's a chore, man. It's definitely a chore. Like to watch other people play? Yeah. I don't care about the playing, but not as much as before. But I used to hang out on before I was streaming. I used to hang out on streams of people that didn't have many people viewing, just because it was somebody to shoot the shit with. But yeah, I don't really care for being in streams like in chat of somebody with a whole bunch of people, because you could ask a question, they could answer the question, but you can't really have a conversation with anybody. And that goes the same thing with Twitch too. Like if I'm watching somebody on Twitch and they've got 50 to 100 and some people, I'm not too interested. If it's like a dozen or 30 people, sure, I'll hang out and chat for a bit, but Grandmaster 100%ed October 18th, 2021. Okay. This has been happening a lot since this update. And I mean, I know that the connection issues obviously is pretty frequent, but it feels to be happening a lot more since I updated the game today. Only 4 months and I fully explored Grandmaster Quest. That's not bad. I don't know. Yeah, most of Act 6 I was pretty slow with. The only thing I've been fast on was 7-2. And that's... no, 7-1. And that's only because I did it for a Legends run. I think that was about 11 hours. Which... I don't think I'd want to do that again. Like to take notes also? Okay. Well, in my case, if you're watching me, it's notes of what not to do. Okay, so we're done with the basic. I could run all of my 5 stars and probably put up another... yeah, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to use the rest of the 5 stars to get the T4B streak started. And then we'll get the Summoner Trials started. I'd probably put up a few points for the Summoner Trials. Haven't done any of that today yet, so... I usually like to get about 1.5 million per day. I haven't done any there, so I'm a fair bit behind. Okay. I was gonna go Havoc against Iceman and just let his detonates go off, but... So could you see starting to play against Cypress, or no? You've definitely moved on from this. Oh, this was a terrible idea. This was a terrible matchup. Oh, no. It'd be quicker just to quit out, actually. Yeah, because all of his non-contact... Well, doing okay. Okay. And I remember there's one time... might have been 4 stars, though, but I was using... There was an accident then, too, I think, but I was using Havoc against Daredevil, and it took about 3 minutes to get him down. How did you get that 1-star champions? Which... Oh, that's for the side quest for this one. So it's a character that we've had previously as a 1-star, but then it was removed from the account, but it was back for this side quest for this month. But after this month, we keep the character. You'll come back next year? Okay. Okay. Do you think you'll take advantage of any of the cyber weekend offers or no? And are you going to take part in the gifting event, or you'll skip out on that? I think it was around this kind of time last year where I was planning to take a break from Arena. It never happened. But I was like, yeah, I think after Cyber Weekend, I'm going to stop doing Arena for a while. And no. Because I meant to, and I started a week off, and I was like, oh, I'm here watching TV. I got nothing to do. I may as well do some Arena. Nah, but help out my alliance? Okay. Wait, but if you don't play... are you in like a retirement alliance, or like a where you're not doing high AQ, high war, where you don't need to log on too much? You're the leader? You're the leader of the alliance, but you quit the game? Okay. So it's not a very active alliance then, I'm guessing. How many members do you have? Do you like being the leader of an alliance? I was an officer in a couple alliances. It was okay, but it's not something I would seek out, and I definitely wouldn't want to be the leader of an alliance. It just seems like a lot of hassle. Although I suppose it would really depend too on who the officers are. So if you have good, reliable officers that are able to handle a lot of the stuff, then it probably wouldn't be too much of a hassle for the leader. I don't know if I like this where it grays out the special button when the opponent throws a special. I don't really see why they did that. The only thing I could think of, which I guess fair enough, if you're somebody who's new and you don't realize that you can't throw your special while the opponent is, that would be why. Outside of that, yeah, I don't see the reason. Because anybody who's been playing the game for a while, like, you know that, right? Like, it's something you're gonna definitely try it when you're new, but you'll realize pretty quick that it's not gonna work. So, but I guess, yeah, and that could be why they're making the changes to the earlier acts too, is that they aren't having many new people coming to the game, and they're looking for ways to bring people into the game, to get people interested. So. But I don't know if that kind of, because you could get somebody come into the game, play it for a while, but then just the way the game is, they lose the interest, right? So unless you actually resolve the issues for why people are leaving, I don't know if bringing new people in is really a solution, a long-term solution. Wolf, how you doing? Yeah, it's active 30 members. I let my autos run things for now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you got good reliable officers, then okay. A little bit off on that. Oh, way off on that. What are you up to on this wonderful Monday night, Wolf? Okay. So get the streak going here. And go to about 500,000 in the Summoner Trial. Could have held off on that for about another 2 seconds. Have you finished Cosmic Horror yet? I've been putting it off. Yeah, I did it yesterday. I think I did it yesterday. It's not bad at all. If you've got your Summon Symbiote at rank 5, the only thing that would be tricky is when to use your pre-fights. But there's quite a few graphics. I don't know if there's any videos. I'm sure there's videos. I haven't seen any. But there's quite a few graphics suggesting which fights to initiate which pre-fights. If you've joined my Discord in the MCOC general channel, there's a graphic there of which pre-fight to use for which fight, and that's what I went by. And I found it. I have no idea what it would have been like without that, but yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, it's not bad at all. MCOC Noob did a good graphic and video. Okay, I think that might be the one that I have the graphic, anyways. I think it might be from him. And it's funny too because I was expecting the Knull fight to be the hardest, but it was the easiest fight for that final path, probably. Let me just see if that is the graphic. The only thing I would have changed, if I were to redo it, or if I had thought about it beforehand, would have been to take suicides off. I think to take suicides off or to have had more health pots. The times I died, it wasn't the mechanics of the fight. It was just running out of... Well, I guess that's always the reason you die. You run out of health. But the reason I ran out of health was just I was ticking away from... no, that's not going to finish her off, is it? No, but it's going to finish me off. I just tick down from recoil or from the poison. Let me see if that is the graphic from him. Oh no, it doesn't have an author on it at all. So yeah, I don't know who did the graphic, but I found it worked well. It got the job done. If I had won that, I would be done. But I need one more to get over the 250. And then on to the Summoner Trials we go. Poison damage from suicide throw? Yeah. Well, that and... Because for some of the fights, you're throwing specials pretty regularly. Although one of them that you're throwing a lot of specials is the Venom fight, where you can heal up from. But yeah, I would have been taking a lot of recoil damage on that one. But I think, yeah, two things. If I had more health pots, or if I had taken suicides off, I don't think I would have used any revives. I don't know what, like, and it didn't take very long. It was maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. I don't know why for something like that I wouldn't just take suicides off. Because, well, no, actually in this case, it would have been more costly to take suicides off than the value of the resources. But there are other times I don't take them off, and because of leaving them on, I spend more units than what it would cost to take the suicides off. Like, for example, I'm gonna, and this is why I want to do the Kang quest all at once, or the last 5 paths all at once. I want to just take suicides off and just get through it. But normally what I would do, which would not be the smart way, I would be trying to do every path there with suicides on over time, which would be far more costly than just taking them off and getting her done. Steve's health pool isn't that great? No, it's not. Yeah. Yeah, if this had been something that was here longer, I would have probably taken them off, done this, and the Kang quest at the same time. Okay, and let's get the trials started. I'm curious if they'll have more quests for him in the future, or is he now a trophy champ? Yeah, I think we might even see him again this year, depending on what we're seeing for December. Like, we might find a use for him in December. I don't think it would necessarily be, well, it could end up being something like what we just saw. But if the December champions are Spidey related, I could see us having the Summon Symbiote relevant again. But even if not for December, absolutely at some point. Because outside of that quest, he's just like any other 1-star, so you really wouldn't use him anywhere. Uh-oh. Really? Well, at least we've got the prowess now, so just dash forward and don't have anything to worry about. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh. No. Yeah, I don't want to use a skill against Bishop. That would probably not go very well. Hell, I don't want to use any. I don't want to fight Bishop. That is a fight I would just prefer to completely avoid. Yeah, that'll do, man. Wanted to avoid his L2, but we didn't need to worry about it anyway. I don't know if that's what I want to go with there. Let's get up there to there. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got maintenance Wednesday night. So not tomorrow night, but the one after. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be too long though. I think they had it for up to an hour. Oh. Done and done. Mr. Jacob, how you doing? How you liking the buffs? I have not looked at anything for the buffs. I should actually take a look at Karnak, though. Because he could be useful for the Inhuman challenge, for the Karina challenges. With the change. But yeah, I have not... I know there's been a couple of videos and stuff, but I haven't looked at anything yet. And to be honest, for Karnak, I don't even think I know how he worked prior to the buff. As long as he's got his true strike. Yeah, I mean, I think that was... Well, prior to the buff, that was his big thing. I don't know if he's got anything more since, but... Have you been trying out Karnak and Nebula much? And if so, what do you think? Do they do a good job with these ones, or are they a miss? Did you say buffs or bugs? Well, I think bugs are as much a part of the game as buffs. Oh, it's actually kind of interesting too. So they usually refrain from using the term nerfs, but they actually use the term nerfs in reference to the changes for the earlier acts, which I thought was interesting. Oh, oh dear. A little bit too close. Yeah, just block it through that one. Seaton having a lot of fun with the SP3 skip buttons. Yeah, I think they've disabled, or they said they were going to disable the skip button. Oh, man. I don't know the last time they introduced something new to the game and it launched without a problem. So next week for map 8 for AQ, well, probably AQ in general, is going to be problematic because, yeah, whenever they update AQ or change AQ, there's usually issues. The little characters are hilarious. It's funny too because I think the reason that they are disabling it, it's not because of us fighting and not being able to hit the opponent. It's that some champions, like that you're playing, will become smaller and the opponent can't hit you. Which means you could go through, well, whatever, and not get hit. So I'm pretty sure that's why they're disabling it. Not for our benefit. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. Yeah, I don't know how many characters, though, that if you're playing with, would get small. I know Guardian does. I saw a bit of a video of Guardian versus Red Hulk in LOL. There's the one of Apocalypse getting super big. And then Mephisto shrinking champions. Guardian Bug keeps him underground and makes him unhittable. Yeah. So I think that's the reason why they are disabling it. They don't want people using Guardian for stuff, and well, yeah, just running through stuff. And how nice would that be to go through AOL, get off one L3, and not have to worry about getting hit for the entire fight? And it wouldn't even matter if the opponent is enraged. They still can't hit you. Yeah, that'd be something. I don't think it was up long enough for anybody to take advantage of that, but... So how's your Halloween, Mr. Showers? Okay. I was a little bit slow on that. It was good. Went out for lunch and some hiking with the lady. Okay. How about you? I didn't do anything in particular. Nothing too exciting. Earlier in the day, I was out for a walk, and that was about it. That was the excitement for my Halloween. Again, the question remains, how did Wham not catch it during testing? A lot of champs shrink and grow from their SP3. So I don't know if it's a personnel thing, or they just don't do testing. Like, I don't know if they have enough personnel to do proper testing, but I think what's happened over time is that they've come to the realization that there's going to be issues, and in all honesty, just having things active on the live servers is their best test environment, because you're going to have so many more eyes on it than they could ever have in-house, which is fair. And I think they realize that if they release stuff and it's buggy, it has no consequence. It doesn't reduce the amount of people playing or spending on the game. And for something like this, they can just simply disable it. It's not as though it's going to be really problematic for them to resolve on live servers. So yeah, I think they have to do some kind of testing, but it's obviously not very extensive. Then there's other things like the drop rates. Then the first 2 times I thought that actually was a mistake, but I realize now that's just their marketing strategy. They're having the drop rates different, simply so that people feel that they're taking advantage of Kabam's mistake. But it's not a mistake. It's absolutely on purpose. Because there's just no way that a multi-million-dollar company could be that incompetent month after month. It's just not possible. So yeah, the drop rate thing is definitely intentional. Because yeah, there's how, like, as an individual, you wouldn't make the same mistake for almost, well, no, not quite a year, but 6 months at least, 6-8 months, right? Every month there's an offer where the drop rates are wrong. So yeah, at this point it's completely intentional. For that, what they're trying to do is just get people to try to take advantage of it and buy crystals where they wouldn't normally. But yeah, I feel that the special 3 thing, it's just a matter of the functionality works, but how it actually interacts with the characters of the game, yeah, they're... And it is quite possible. I could see some things that during their testing it's problematic, but because they may discover it so close to release that they just have it go live anyways. I mean, it's the same thing as the Proving Grounds when they first introduced that, right? The day one, that was causing issues, and so they had to remove it. Now they've introduced it, it works, I suppose. I've never used it or tried it. So yeah, we'll see the same thing with the Skip Special 3. It will be back. But like I said, next week for, I don't know if all of AQ, but at least map 8, there's going to be some problem there. Most likely day 1, something will be messed up with the timers, because that's usually where the AQ issue comes about. It's usually with the timers. It's funny too, because when I first started playing the game, and for the first couple years, like, it was very seldom that you saw serious issues. And if you did, it seemed like a big deal. Now, it's expected. It's just part of the game. Yeah, Spider-Gwen might have been better. Bet there. Yeah, I think they're getting to the point now where, a couple things. One, they're just trying to keep up with just getting new stuff out. And 2, I think they're decreasing the resources focused on this game, and I don't know if their best resources are focused on this game. The one thing that has not changed, though, which has been consistent since I've been playing the game, is the graphics. The graphic design in the game is just phenomenal. And the attention to detail, like, for example, this map or this arena, like the background, like, it's not something you're really ever going to concentrate on. But my goodness, you've got all the floating debris in the background. Yeah. the attention to detail, like the planet there with the halo effect, and the graphics are. If the graphics department were in charge of the company, I think we'd see a much more reliable game. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think for a lot of the Act content that when they release that, I don't think that's usually been problematic. But yeah, when they update War AQ, there's always issues there. When they introduce a new button or feature in the game, there's issues there. Stunning animations stun animations are cool. When Mole Man is stunned, he gets Giganta with his staff to wake him up. Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. The attention to detail from the graphics perspective is quite something. I like Doc Ock. When you parry him, one of his tentacles just kind of twitches. Okay, I want to get that going first before we got things underway. The creators and designers genuinely love Marvel, you can clearly tell. Yeah, which I think makes a lot of sense that the art people would, right? Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, the decision makers are more concerned about making money, which that is kind of the way it needs to be. Like, for example, I think, and it's been said a lot, take the game down for a week or 2 weeks or whatever and just resolve the problems. But doing that, they're not going to generate revenue. And I guess there's no guarantee that in that time frame they would resolve the problems in the game, right? So they could take the game down for that period of time, not generate revenue, but not resolve the issue. But I think by doing that, then they're only now also. Well, I mean, they could still be they could still work on future stuff too, but by doing that, you would have a lot of people who would be twiddling their thumbs, I think, too. So, but if they were to take the game down, like for us to access, it doesn't mean that they couldn't still be developing for the game. But with the game down, well, let's say, for example, so if the game were down right now, that special, the skipping of Special 3, that would not have been an issue. So no time would have to be spent resolving that issue. But as it is, and that's a programming thing, so the people who would be working on the overall problems of the game are the same people that are going to be working on that. So their attention is being diverted. Whereas if you had the game down for a period of time, their attention isn't diverted. It's strictly on, the underlying issues. Still, this is probably the best free mobile game out there. A lot of people forget most free games are loaded with ads or restrict your playtime. This game always had something to do. Yeah. um, so I've only had two other mobile games on my phone. No, three, because I also played Clash of Clans for a while. Um, and I think the one that would have come the closest to being as involved as this is would be Clash of Clans. So like I don't really have much to compare this to, but considering you don't have ads popping up, um, but I think this game is generating a ton of money. I mean, if you just look at the crystal openings people have on YouTube, right? Like the amount that people are dropping opening crystals, or something like the sigil, where every month. I think for most people, if they get the sigil, they're probably renewing it every month. So that's almost a guaranteed $10 per individual. So, and that's regardless of what new content is out or what crystals are out. I don't feel that their Cyber Weekend is going to go too well compared to other years. They're going to make money for Cyber Weekend, absolutely, but compared to previous years, I don't know. The big spenders who are still playing will definitely be spending. I think the middle of the pack people might be holding back. And you could also, there's a possibility of a lot of big spenders having left the game. Yeah, I think, though, if I were to try to play another fighting type mobile game, my expectations, because of at least the graphics, the interaction of this, so my expectations might be too high. So if I tried any other fighting mobile game, I might not stick. Oh, damn! I went to dash back. He just stood there. I might not stick with it too long. Crystal Opens do remind me a lot of crates and FPS games. That casino style purchase to win the big prize. Yeah. So one thing I think is a little bit funny about that, and goes with what I was talking about earlier about the drop rate thing. Even though they have drop rates, I think that's irrelevant. I think those are simply cosmetic numbers. Like, I don't think there's any real tie to the frequency that you would see any rarity of champion. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, she'll be fine and she'll end up healing. Not the entirety, but she will heal something. Oh, she's gaining her shocks a lot quicker, eh? Okay. Oh, we did heal up the entirety of the damage you took. Not bad. I love this game. Going to be sad once it dies. I don't think it's going to... It depends what you mean. If you mean dying as in you can't access it anymore, or you mean dying as in less people play. Because not accessing it anymore, I think that's a long ways off. But the population of people playing is definitely decreasing. Yeah, that's definitely decreasing, and I think that makes sense. The older the game is, the less likely... I don't know how you entice new people into such an old game. This isn't terribly, but Um, you know, especially when there's so many other titles out there, and different platforms to be playing on too. But it does have the benefit of being mobile, which you can take it anywhere you go. So that's definitely a good feature. But yeah, as far as like servers turned off, I don't think we're going to see that for quite some time. As long as they're making a profit. But when it comes to it's more expensive to run the game than it is than what they're making from it, then okay. Then I could see servers being turned off. I don't know what I would do with all my time though. Man, I might have to get a job or something, or a pet, something to take up my time. Richard, how you doing? How's your Monday coming along? Well, let's put in some help requests to get these all out of the way. You hanging out at work, Richard, or are you at home? Good, about to go to work? Okay. All right. So you're getting another grind on the go then. Okay. Ooh, I didn't realize I had that many. No, I think some of these have already been filled by the Alliance and they're back. Yeah. You know, I don't know if if their revenues decrease to a point, then yes, they'll turn off the servers. I don't know if before it got to that point if they would change the game to be subscription based, where you have to pay, even if it was like $5 a month, just to be able to log into the game. I don't know if that would be an approach they would ever take. And I think for somebody who's been playing for a while, and especially if you've spent a lot of money, you'd probably be willing to do it, right? Because you'd be paying $5 a month to access your investment in a sense, what you've spent toward all this time. But I think that could be a huge turnoff for somebody new to the game. So somebody that hasn't invested that amount of time or money, that could definitely turn them on. But it could be a way to keep people in the game who'd been playing. And the thing is too, I don't know if somebody, well, maybe $5 wouldn't be too much, but if it was a little bit more, like 10 or 15, I don't know. Now, I don't think they care how active in the game you are. What they care is how much you spend on the game. So I don't know if by doing that, having it where you pay $10 a month or $15 a month to access the game, I don't know if that means that the person now doesn't spend as much when offers pop up. I don't think that would matter, because you have a lot of people who have the sigil who will still spend when an offer comes along. So, but I think if they were to do it, most likely how it would go is you would have the monthly fee, and in that, so yeah, it would probably go to maybe $15 or $20. So within that monthly fee, you would have all of the benefits of the sigil automatically. So there wouldn't be two separate things. But yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see the game go to something like that. Well, and the thing is too, if it ever did, the current issues that we've had since July, I don't think that could last anywhere near as long as they have. Yeah, because if you're paying for something and it's not working optimally, you're going to want your... Well, I mean, you wouldn't necessarily be entitled to your money back. You might want it back, but good luck with that, probably. Yay. So another 95,000 to go. Not what I want to do. She might actually be the quickest fight here. Maybe not. Oh. No. We are getting closer. Getting closer to the goal. Mr. Bourne, how you doing? It's been a while since I seen you. How you been? What is new and exciting? Or I suppose, well, anything would probably be new to me, because yeah, I haven't seen you for quite some time. Well, I guess that is what we're going with here. You been doing much in the game recently, or not so much? I don't think I've seen you stream for a while either. No longer in social work, just working, making that grade. No longer in social work, so okay. So what are you doing currently? Oh, he was waiting for that, wasn't he? He was just there taunting me like, come on, hit me. Wolf, you need to move at EQ. You're in the federal government? Okay, so what do you do? Like, what kind of work do you do? Okay, one more match, and that'll be good for the start of the trials. Excellent. Excellent. Then I got about 2 hours. And then we go back to the 6 stars. For the featured. He works for the MIB. Oh, that was weird. I have no idea why that went to throw a heavy. What's up with you, Solar? Not too much, dude. Same old, same old. Just here, getting through the arena craziness. Trying to stay warm. All the snow outside. That's about it, man. What should Kabam do about the arena score? Dude, I honestly think it's fine. The people that want the champion that bad, so be it. I think it's unfortunate that there are illegitimate accounts there, whether it be bots or multiple people playing accounts, so that screws over the honest players. But I think until they increase the cutoffs or the amount of people with the top prize, yeah, and even if they do that, the scores will still increase. They should make it 1 point per fight won. Well, that doesn't really resolve anything. You still have the same issue. The only difference is the scores themselves would be lower. But the amount of time and money and effort people would put in would still be the same. Okay, let's see where we are for WoW. So I think probably do that with Claire, and then I want to do yeah, I think I'll do more. Well, I mean, this is why I brought Sabretooth with, or Omega Red with Sabretooth, was specifically for Morningstar to get to Nick Fury. But I think the Morningstar one should go quite quickly with Sabretooth, with Omega Red. And the Nick one, basically I have to wait until the first portion of Hazard Shift is done. Prior to that, I would basically just be taking a lot of blocked hits. And then after that, I would, should be good to get in some damage on Nick. But you asked us, the viewers, for our opinion. Yeah. Someone get this Nick Fury want me some milk? Yeah, but it's also a conversation starter. Okay. Yeah, Let me see if this is probably going to be an R3. Sorcerer. Yeah, an R3. Okay. Well, I could lose Claire there. Because I don't need her for anything else. Yeah, okay. So I'll do that after. Alright, well, that is it for me. Thanks for... I think they should focus on the bugs more than bots at this point. Well, I guess which one is more of an impact on the revenue? Is it the bugs or is it the bots? It's not the bots because the scores are going up, so people are still participating. If people are leaving, it is probably because of the bugs. So yeah, they should be concentrating on those bugs for sure. But that is going to be it for me. However, let's head on out with a raid on over to Mr. Cataclysm. And that's not the stream URL, that's just the URL for his channel. But from there you'll find the stream. And he's just gone live, he hasn't started yet, but he should be starting shortly. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. I'll catch you guys later. Take care.